Have you ever felt wronged? Hello and welcome to today's Weekend Insight. And today I am going to be talking about feeling like you have been wronged. And this is not the first time I'm talking about this. And it will probably not be the last. When people try to backstab you, they just don't like your face. To the point where they make you lose your job, they make you lose someone's love interest, or they make you lose face. Okay? Now, when that happens, the version of God you need to call upon is Jehovah Tzidkenu, because that is the version of God that is the Lord your righteousness, right? Who vindicates, who defends, who clears your name. Now, we don't necessarily feel in charge of this situation. So, when that happens, I feel like we are asking for assistance because if you don't feel like you're in charge of the situation, you're asking for help to have someone else come and help you. But you can also look at it from the perspective of when you don't feel like you have all it takes, you need assistance. And when that happens, we call upon Jehovah Tzidkenu, right? And I just want to make sure that you are in the right headspace, because even if at that moment you don't feel like you're in charge of the situation or that you can do anything to improve, you feeling like you are the victor and not the victim is going to be kind of like a prophecy, in the sense that it will allow you to do things that you would normally not be able to do. So we have two cards, but the card on top of here indicates creator, which means victor, okay? Which I appreciate a lot. So we might not feel like we have full control of this situation, but, I feel like everything's gonna come ahead. Not only that, this week I heard of something in my friend group that it's been years in the making and was kind of hush-hush, kind of hidden. And I didn't really understand what was happening, but I knew something was kind of off. And so I kind of distanced myself from most of the friend group, and it came to light what was actually happening. And I found it funny that the person mainly involved did not necessarily see that this might happen. I saw it clearly way before, and I kind of distanced myself from the friend group. And because I have found that I don't necessarily explain myself fully, I just go with the feeling and later let the feeling, play itself out. And so that is what is really jumped to my attention, is that I follow my intuition so well that people are like, what are you doing? There's like no signs, nothing of the sort, and then you all of a sudden just poof, you disappear. Why? Sometimes I don't even know why. But what I can say for sure is that I'm so connected to God that I fully know when to call it deuces and bow out. So, because I've had so many people try to do me wrong, try to do me dirty, that I was like, you know what, I've had enough. If you don't see my value, I will not try and convince you otherwise, and I just leave, is all I can say. So now onto my scripture cards. We're going to see which scripture is best going to help you deal with people trying to wrong you. So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my viewers and I, please come forward and share. Please come forward and share. What scripture card will best assist us when dealing with a situation where people are taking full advantage of us? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my viewers and I, please come forward and share what scripture card is going to best help us when dealing with people who have wronged us. Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for us, please come forward and share. And we got Proverbs book 19 verse 21, which says, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. So, as much as people might want to deny something because it doesn't fit in their plans, it doesn't mean that God has not seen this and that God is not going to help you along your path. Just because people don't deem you worthy does not mean God does not deem you worthy, right? So, I mean, think of it this way, okay? If during Jesus' time, the Pharisees, aka people, did not see Jesus worthy of being the Messiah because he didn't really encapsulate what they were thinking of him to be, right? Well, what would tell you that people who try to shut you down or who try to push you away have more power than you, or should I say have more power than that of God's? Ponder that.